Hi there, and welcome to Module 2. Module 2 is focused not only on the importance of conducting walkthroughs, it also shares some of the research-based strategies to help you be more effective as an aspiring, administrator is how the course is set up. But we talked about, for the alt-cert folks, though the class is set up for becoming an administrator, it's still pretty valuable, quite frankly, to be introduced to the walkthrough process, the research behind it, knowing the right way to do walkthroughs, because I'll venture to say that maybe in some of your settings, and not just in your settings, but everywhere, administrators are busy enough, they may not know the ins and outs of an effective walkthrough process. I'm hopeful that in your school settings, the walkthroughs and evaluating type stuff that is done is used actually for improvement of instruction, improvement in your own craft, rather than just, like hiring and firing, or, just checking off the boxes that the administrator has to check off by a certain time of the year. I'm hopeful that whatever it is that you do in terms of your walkthroughs, in terms of what you get from your administrators, I hope that drives improvement in your own instruction. So what you'll see in this module is best practice in that, and I'm hopeful that you'll go through the literature and the stuff that you're reading and watching this week, and you'll go, oh yeah, that's what my administrator does, or that's what my assistant principal does, or that's what my instructional coach does. I'm hopeful that's what'll happen. What might happen for some of you is you'll read it and you'll go, well, that's not what we do. But it's important to know the right way to do this, and how it's tied to school improvement, and how curriculum in the end can be improved by an effective walkthrough process. So some of the words in this script I'll use are for aspiring administrators, but know that there is value in doing this as a teacher as well. So an aspiring administrator, or a teacher that desires to be effective as an educator, needs to have a good understanding of the research about instructional leadership. One of the most important strategies an effective instructional leader can use, and instructional leader refers to administrators, but teachers can be instructional leaders in their buildings as well. And so one of the most important strategies an effective instructional leader can use is daily classroom walkthroughs. These research materials will help you deepen your understanding regarding effective walkthrough practices. So in the lecture materials, there's a lot of articles to read through that will hopefully expand what your knowledge base is. After you have completed the walkthrough project, and I'll explain that here in just a few moments, if you can complete this project, and I'll get there, but if you're able to complete it, be sure to hang on to your data, because we will potentially use that as a follow-up in the next module, in Module 3. First, let me say the objectives for Module 2. First objective, students will be able to examine the role of the instructional leader in ensuring engaging instructional practices. Second objective, students will be able to explain the importance of effective research-based pedagogy planning. That's where curriculum and walkthroughs kind of meet one another, where they move together. And then the third objective, students will be able to describe how effective instructional practices can improve teaching and learning. And again, there's a curricular component there, that improvement in walkthroughs or research-based walkthrough practices can improve instruction, which can lead to improved curriculum. I think I mentioned this before. It's all tied together. It really is. Best practice is all tied together. There are 2 assignments in Module 2. The first is a discussion. I think I have appropriately worded the discussion to hit upon your experience as educators rather than the administrative experience. If it still needs to be clarified a little bit, just let me know, and I can run through it and try to fix it again. As mentioned earlier, the discussion should explicitly address the prompt using the research from the module to support your reflection. Your initial post is due on the Wednesday of the week for Module 2, and you'll need to respond to 2 classmates' posts by Sunday of that week. If you can, okay, and so here's where the assignments kind of come into effect. If you can, it is often quite eye-opening to participate in a building walkthrough with your principal, assistant principal, instructional coach, however it is that you guys do that. There's a lot of value to be had in experiencing these walkthroughs in the company of an instructional leader within your building. However, there's some things that might get in the way of you doing that at this point in the school year. One, it's pretty late in the school year. I mean, this is a summer block session, and right now as I'm reading this, it's May 9th, and you're getting out here in a couple weeks, so it may not be possible to do this. And honestly, at this point in the school year, how much instruction is actually being done in a classroom setting? I mean, I did the school thing for years. This may not be the best time to do it, is I guess what I'm saying. So there is an alternative assignment for the walkthrough project, and you can kind of read through that. My suspicion is that you all will do the alternative assignment to the walkthrough, and that is perfectly fine. If you can, again, there's real value in doing actual classroom walkthroughs, but it's so late in the year, it just may not be able to. It just probably won't be able to happen. So take a look at both of those, whichever of those two assignments, the regular or the alternative that you want to do. I'm good with that. As you take a look at those assignments, if you have questions, if you feel like I haven't made the language work for you guys in your current settings, just let me know, and we can walk through together and figure out what it is that that you need more to help answer those questions or to do the assignment. Feel free to reach out to me again, dimmitt@nwmissouri.edu, DIMMITT, or my phone number, just text me, is 660-254-4424. Thanks a lot for being in this class. Thanks a lot for what you're doing in schools, and again, I look forward to working with you through this module and beyond. Take care.